All right, who else is left to impress? Find Jack's love interest. Whoa. Yeah, I guess it is where the Crimson Caravan is, but it's really far away. Wait, did I kill this woman? I killed the leader of these people, didn't I? But not her specifically. I recognize her, I think.
You should go talk to Blake or Alice. They handle most of our contact with visitors.
I don't suppose you watch the boomers over in Nellis sometimes, do you?
I watch all sorts of things with my binoculars. Who wants to know? And why?
I've been inside Nellis. There's a young man there who has a crush on you.
Nice-looking blonde boy? I always wondered if he was watching me back. What's he like?
He's nice, maybe a little naive. Seems convinced you're the love of his life.
Really? That's so sweet. I'd love to go meet him. Is there any way the boomers would let me visit Nellis?
Oh no, you can lie and she'll die. I'll ask Pearl to make an exception for you.
This is so exciting. Let me know how it turns out.
Well, it's a good thing they're not I'm sorry, but how fucking good are your binoculars? There ain't no way you can see that place from here. Howdy. How do you make an exception for someone? How do you even like instruct people not to blow up a specific person at range? From what I gather, real life military operations don't have that kind of coordination. There's so much collateral damage. Just don't kill any redheads this week. There's only so many redheads. You can see what color hair someone has from a million yards away, right? That's a weird facade back there. How low detail it be. Person's just running across the yard again. Pearl, oh. You guys have a gas leak in here? Oh, is that you?
You should get out of my face before you get yourself hurt.
How is your visit with us going, stranger?
What the fuck was that? Jack is interested in a girl.
Well, well, this is welcome news. Who is she?
She works for the Crimson Caravan.
She's with those traders? They've tried to contact us before, but I'm not interested in trading with greedy savages. This presents a bit of a problem. Jack isn't allowed to leave Nellis, and I doubt she would make it through the artillery alive.
It would mean a lot to Jack if she could come to Nellis.
I suppose Jack deserves a chance at love. You can tell Jack she has a free pass to enter, but he is responsible for her actions. Do not make me regret this decision, outsider.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Do not make me regret this decision. People sure love to threaten every couple seconds. Let's see. We're gonna tell Jack. I guess I should tell him that she's interested in the first place. We're not meeting enough gay characters for confirmed bachelor. That's the first time I've seen that option pop up in a while. And he wasn't even gay.
Have you seen her? The redhead of my dreams?
Good news, she feels the same way.
She does? You mean it? That's incredible. What happens next? Can she come here? How do we make sure she doesn't get blown up? Should I talk to the gunners or to Pearl?
I spoke to Pearl, but Janet needs a way past the artillery.
Here, take this boomer outfit. I'll let the gunners know she's coming, and not to shoot at her.
This feels like a very large risk. I would not risk trying to deal with this threat. Yeah, just, you know, cross no man's zone and just hope that everyone is on the same page about not killing you on the spot. Don't worry. If it didn't work out, you'll be dead before you even notice something was wrong. Because we have a terrifying capacity for murder.
Hello again. How's your boomer friend?
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about him again.
I was hoping you would. What's going on? Have they agreed to my safety yet?
I got a boomer uniform for you to wear while you cross the Nellis.
Well, with McLafferty dead, I guess my contract is done and I'm free to leave. I'm off to meet my admirer.
Hope this works out. I did in fact kill your boss. Kind of you not to notice, so I don't have to deal with the consequences. She just kind of seemed like a shit. So I caved her skull in with my giant hammer. That's how a lot of my relationships end in this game. Oh, there's this guy. Oh, he kind of sucks. Time to kill him with my hammer. Why doesn't anybody have Fixer? I just need one. He said I needed scrap metal. I can appear helpful without actually being helpful by just giving him his own scrap metal back.
Nice day we're having.
I'm doing an old man voice. Stay a while and listen. Yeah, there's probably more over here. Yerp. Man, he's gonna be so psyched about how much scrap metal I found. I'm gonna be his new best friend until he notices. He probably doesn't really care about the scrap metal. He probably just cares about the love of his life. I give them about a week. Can't walk in there. I think crossing no man's land is a pretty risky move, even for somebody that you care about, let alone somebody you've never met before. So the telegraphing here is you're supposed to think about something like, you're supposed to see this and think about something akin to like Romeo and Juliet, which definitely telegraphs the idea this don't work out well. Romeo and Juliet are together in harmony. You can be like they are.
You should get out of my face before you get yourself hurt.
I thought I was liked in this town.
I hope Pearl knows what she's doing, letting you wander around Nellis as you please.
I'm very old and annoying. I'm looking for ways to make myself useful.
If that's so, how about you look into repairing the solar arrays on the roof of the generator building? Nothing too complicated about it, but it's a long ways to walk my old bones, and there's been that ant problem over near there. You can't miss the array. It's on top of the generator building smack dab in the middle of Nellis, between the two runways.
I passed through a place called Helios 1. Maybe I could find parts there.
Are you talking about that damn bright light we've seen blast off to the south occasionally? I was wondering what the hell that was. If they've got the parts, bring them on back. We need to get the array back up and charging.
Let's talk about something else.
All right, what's on your mind?
Just kidding.
See ya.
I'm always like, why does this game have dialogue options that take you to an empty menu? I just wish the games would check if there's any dialogue options before I ask to go to the dialogue options. Where the hell Jack go? Is he over here?
That's a good thing to see, huh, boss?
Ah, what happened? What are you talking about?
That loyal guy. He's getting up there in years, but he still finds a way to make himself useful to his people. If you ask me, that's better than withering away all alone or holding on to some faded piece of glory from your past.
At least he knew when to step back and take it easy. A lot of people don't.
Yeah, it beats dying alone in the wasteland because you were too slow.
Is that something you're afraid of?
That fear's always been a part of my life. After the fire, I knew my sister and I couldn't stay at Hidalgo Ranch anymore. The refugees still wanted me dead. They even put a bounty on me. I remember how scared Rafaela was. I told her if she came with me, we'd see the vaqueros. She used to love the rodeo, especially the trick riders. We figured maybe we could find help in Mexico City. We were young. We didn't know what had happened, really. We didn't understand about the bombs.
Wasn't Mexico City basically annihilated in the Great War?
I don't think it was as hard hit as DC or Bakersfield, but it was bad enough. By the time we got there, the city was a radioactive ruin. Still, the city was full of looters, already forming into the beginnings of raider tribes. Crime was bad before the war, but now it was a nightmare. We were living like scavengers, scraping by on what little food we could find, always looking for medicine for my burns. And then, of course, the radiation started to kick in, turning me into this handsome devil you see before you.
Sounds pretty bad.
You're a poet of understatement, boss. But there were moments it was almost worth it. I still remember finding that novelty costume shop. I was just looking around for something I could slice up to wrap my burns when I saw the vaquero outfit hanging on the rack, like it hadn't been touched. I took it, not like anybody else needed it, you know, and wore it back to our camp. Rafaela laughed, for the first time since the bombs had fallen.
Wasn't it dangerous to be dressed so noticeably?
It was. I started to build up a legend. Sometimes it headed off trouble, but most of the times it just started more. Young punks looking to prove themselves would come looking for me, but my eyes were sharp and my guns were quick. For a while, it seemed like we might even survive there, until Rafaela.
Go on. What happened to Rafaela?
She went out to find some food one day. I was sick, so I stayed at our camp. I guess it must have been the beginning of radiation poisoning. Anyway, it was supposed to be safe, but some raiders happened to pass through where she was scavenging. I won't speak of what they did to her. When I found her body, the only way to recognize her was this funny little scar on her knee from when she was a little girl.
That's terrible, Raul.
Terrible doesn't begin to cover it, boss. I led my whole family down. First the ranch, now Rafaela. I was the last Tejada. I guess maybe I went a little crazy then. I took my guns and went back to that market. I didn't have many bullets, but I had enough. After the raiders were dead, I salvaged what I could from the store. I was tired. I just wanted to be alone forever.
So what did you do?
I left Mexico City behind. I made my way out to the Gulf Coast. Eventually, I found an old Petro Chico refinery nobody had claimed. I stayed there for a little while, and I thought a lot about my life. I thought about the guns I'd lived by, and what they'd gotten me. I decided my guns hadn't gotten me anything, and it was time to give it up. I took off the old vaquero outfit and put on a Petro Chico jumpsuit. The name tag said Miguel, so I started using the name myself. Eventually, I made it to Arizona. That's another story, boss.
Tell me. All right, well. That's one of them actual quest hooks that are supposed to be triggering sometimes. That's the first one I've ever triggered besides Eddie. Because Eddie is just, like, was tied to, was it Enclave people or something? Eddie triggered a bunch of dialogue. And then Cass just straight up gave me a quest the moment I met her. But nobody else has ever triggered a scene yet, so that was cool to have one of those actually happen for once. It was his response to seeing an old man. So I need to show him old people, I guess? We're really late in the game for me to have not been triggering those, so unfortunately I'm just... feels like it's going to be hard to get the other ones. Return to Jack, meet Janet back at Nellis. Me as well? Where is he going? What? Isn't that a cannon? Arcade, no! Oh, here it comes. He figured it out. I don't know where Jack was. But we might have still been waiting for Janet to arrive anyway. Completed meet Janet back in Nellis. Are they over there?
Hello. It's great to finally meet you.
Hi there. It's great to meet you as well.
I'm glad you made it out here. You're even more stunning up close than you were at a distance.
And you're even more handsome up close. Do you think it'll be okay if I hang around here for a little while, so we can get to know each other better?
Of course it would. I'll have you set up with some quarters with some of the other women.
Hey.
Then he just walks away from her immediately. Bye. Oh.
Thank you for getting me here. Jack is a great guy.
You guys talked for 1 second.
Thank you for getting Janet to Nellis. I've never been so happy in my entire life.
I've got scrap metal for you.
Cool. How much can you spare?
All of it.
Hey, thanks.
Think of any ways I can help out?
Like I said, I can never get enough scrap metal.
So scrap metal is just like rep grinding at that point then? Okay, so we're done with that. We're done with that. It's dead to me now. Bye. Broken solar panel arrays. Let's get back outside. And I do have the waypoint already. So we're here. So do I need to go scavenge from Helios 1, or can I fix these up myself with my amazing muscles? Reflector panels of this array are damaged. Salvaged parts could be used to repair the array, or I can just use repair 65. I have repair 100. All of my skills are so high. It's funny because I set out to have weaknesses technically, but I'm not gonna just not spend points. I guess the flaw in my himbo build of being low perception and stuff and keeping other certain skills that always make the game too easy to navigate low was that giving him high intelligence does mean that he can. I guess he generates too many skill points. So he's just like shockingly high level. I think there were several more arrows and they all disappeared. Okay. I guess they just let you off the hook once you get enough of them. Yeah, having high intelligence seems incredibly broken. Because I'm not grinding, I'm just doing the content, which is how most people probably play the game. And I have, what, 5 maxed out skills? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. I've maxed out survival, repair, melee weapons, medicine, and barter. And I'm on my way to maxing out speech. Survival might have been the least useful one, although I think it gave me some good perks. But I've not really needed to cook anymore. I started picking up survival specifically because early in the game you don't have that many healing resources, so it feels reasonable to get survival for cooking, and then by the time I maxed out survival I didn't have a use for it anymore.
Hello, outsider. Need something?
I repaired the solar arrays.
Well, how about that? Turns out you aren't completely useless working with your hands.
Wow. Nice talking to you.
Don't get blown up.
Nah, I'll leave that for you. Idolized, wow. These people love me. I have never been idolized in this game. In like a half an hour, these people like me more than anybody else. You know how much work I've put in to make the NCR like me even though I don't like them? You think that's the problem? You think they can tell it's not sincere? Is that why they don't like me? Because I'm criticizing them in real life outside of the video games. So like, I don't like that guy. I know he's done more quests than is conceivably doable by any human being, and he's just helping us exclusively and has saved hundreds of our hostages and keeps saving people that our own policies would have killed, but just don't like the cut of his jib. Sure, he opposes the Legion, but he's doing it wrong.
Hello.
Hello! I'm going to lay down with my shotgun now. Speak with me in 8 hours. You can watch me sleep.
You have done well to earn the trust of my people, child.
That's a very different pitch of voice. Well, I think I've done everything I can to help out.
I believe the time has come for you to show your value in full. The people have come to accept having you around. Find Loyal and ask him about our people's fondest dream. He will tell you what to do next.
Alright, right back to Loyal again then. What is your fondest dream?
Pearl sent word saying it's all right to tell you about the lady in the water.
That sounds real creepy, Loyal.
Ain't nothing creepy about it. It's a term of respect. A long time ago, long before the war that killed just about everything that ever lived, a bomber crashed not far from here. A bomber was a flying contraption that could drop explosives down on anything it flew over. But anyway, moving on. This bomber crashed down in Lake Mead, pretty damn near intact. When we got to Nellis, see, I found this article in a magazine all about it. There was another B-29 around here, part of a museum. Couldn't fly, but had a lot of spare parts, see? Get where I'm going? Since I was a young man, I've dreamed of raising that lady from the lake and bringing her back to life. What do you say?
How do you expect to raise a bomber from the bottom of the lake?
Simple. Attach deployable ballast to the plane and float it on up. Here is a remote detonator. Once the ballast is attached to the plane, just hit the detonator from the shore and let buoyancy handle the rest.
If it's so simple, why haven't you done it?
Maybe you don't understand. Hasn't been one of us, not a one, to set a foot outside Nellis in over 50 years. You come along with your knowledge of the outside, and it seems the time's come to raise the lady after all.
This is just about the stupidest idea I've ever heard.
No, it's not. It's the smartest idea you ever heard. But you're too stupid to know it.
Oh, shit, I didn't anticipate the nuh-uh response. Alright, I'm game.
Good. Here's the deployable ballast. Go find the plane, attach the ballast, and hit the button.
This just seems like such a bad idea. Any ideas how to get to the bottom of Lake Mead without drowning?
Might try holding your breath. If that doesn't sound good enough, talk to Jack. He was working on a rebreather once.
Once. Hello, Jack.
I've never been so happy in my entire life.
Well, you have any devices for being short on breath now that you're in that situation? Loyal said you could help me breathe underwater.
I just need some parts from a pressure cooker to create a hermetic seal for the rebreather.
Come on. It looks fine. I bet the seal will hold.
Sorry, there's no way it would withstand submersion. It has to be watertight, and the past few times I've tested it, I've gotten a mouthful of water. A pressure cooker would have the gaskets and valving I need to seal it up.
Okay, I'll let you know when I find a pressure cooker.
Great. That's all I need to get the rebreather to work right. I don't think you'd want to start breathing water halfway down.
Metal cooking pot. Do they have a pressure cooker here? I'd rather steal from them than look for it. Pot. Would I even look for a pressure cooker? Coffee pot. Hot pot. I can probably just wing it. I can hold my breath for like a really long time. Like a really long time. Oh, it is way down there. Okay. This strikes me as a very bad idea. Was it the evil bugs? Oh, it's that one hangar that's full of them. I remember this place. I haven't been here for a while. Yeah, this is the bad Cazador spot. Oh no. If you guys could take care of this for me, I'd be very pleased. Because every time you get stung, you have to cure the poison again. It's just a really idea if I don't get hit. You guys are good friends. Sorry about the Cazador venom that's currently coursing through your veins. Alright, well, back to what I was doing. I don't know if the people that like to explode everything should really have a bomber jet. I'm not totally psyched about the storyline, and I'm considering maybe not committing to it. Also, how are you guys gonna be so sure that you can even do this? This place... You abandoned this thing ages ago. There are bad guys down here? There it is. This thing was old when you learned about it, and now you've let it sit down here for 50 years because you refuse to go outside? How the hell is this going to be doable? No. You drown like real quick lag at this game. It is a problem for me. That's gonna take too long to heal. I don't think you understand how impatient I am. Okay. It's really weird that spacebar does not make you go up. It's like swimming 101 in video games. Where's the interaction point? Yeah, I see why the rebreather would be handy. I might be able to actually tell what I'm doing. This sucks. I might have to find a pressure cooker. Attach the ballast from Loyal to the M29 at the bottom of the lake. Is it a weapon? Did I pull it out? No. How do I attach the ballast? Where do I attach the ballast? Where do I get the prompt to do something? Alright, I checked online and I guess they're under the wings? I have to ignore the prompt. Attach ballast. My mistake was trying to go to the quest prompt. It's the compass thing usually tells you where to go. Go. They said to return to the tow winch, which should be this over here. Oh, that was upsetting. I thought I stepped on a mine. Well, it's certainly above water now. That's a victory. Most people aren't limping anymore. They're doing alright. You might still be dealing with the venom. Not great for you.